Welcome back to 5 Minute Knives, a channel that really likes knives a lot, and I talk about knives a lot, and we show knives a lot. So that's that. That's kind of the channel. But today, we're going to talk about a Spyderco Knerfel that I've kind of been slow to coming around to, and I'm really glad that my buddies at Blade Ops sent this out to me, because I have some interesting revelations about this some rich. But first, let's try to sell you guys one of my custom Kydex sheaths. Okay, hopefully you guys bought a custom Kydex sheafer, and you did so by emailing me at dragonscalejoe@gmail.com, of course. And if you're subscribed starring, you get 15% off anyway. So there you go. Today, we're going to talk about the Spyderco Shaman knife, sent in by my friends at Blade Ops. Link below if you want to purchase this sumbritch. And by the end of me yakking, you may just do that. So let's open her up. We got some literature. We got a sticker, and then we got the Shaman itself. Here it is. Whoa. I've seen this before, but every time I take this out of the box, it seems I have a reaction. Because it is really nice in the hand. It feels very, well-rounded, in contrast to the PM2. And this is a similar size. I thought this would be almost a little chunkier in the hand, and it's not. Whoa. There is our blade, guys. There is our blade. And that is a good looking sumbritch blade. And one thing I didn't realize about this knife, looking at it in pictures so often, is how much it would kind of slope down like this. And it actually is a very interesting blade shape, if you ask me. Let's turn this off. Yeah, there she be. That is a good looking blade shape. And you have your choil here. You have a finger choil, like so. Very comfy. You do have jimping, right chimp. As you can see, you got your jimping right there. You got your compression lock right there. She works like so. She's got to break in. This is brand new. But Spidey flick, check. Choil, check. Different grips, check. Steven Seagal fanboy, check. Actually, this guy in the reverse grip does feel very natural. That feels right. So very, very nice in the reverse grip. Actually, you guys know I don't hold a knife in that grip, but I don't mind it. The blade length is 3.58 inches, overall length 8 inches, CPM S30V stainless steel. The old S30V. This is a stonewash finish. This comes in a black as well. Handle length is 4.42 inches, yeah. And G10 is the handle material. This is 5.2 ounces in weight, but it's a good weight. Now here's where a lot of you are gonna wince, is when I tell you the price. The price is $252. On Blade Ops right now. And you're thinking, damn, it's a lot of money. That being said, I could see this being your everything knife. I mean, it feels sturdy as though it is like a fixed blade when it's out and open. I mean, nice lockup, really nice blade shape, very interesting blade shape. Very sharp out of the box. And there, she's starting to break in. Perfect blade centering, okay? And just a nice knife. Now, this much is gonna stick out of the pocket, which I like. It'll give me something to pinch on the way out. This one I would not throw a wave on. This would be a user, an everyday user. Could this work for your taters? Yeah, but it's not that quick. It's not really for that. It's a very beefy everyday folder. That's what I would call this. And there we go. We're starting to break her in here. And much like the Yojimbo with this compression lock, you can feel it tap the back of your finger like so. Yeah, there she goes. Yeah, she's starting to break in already there. Starting to break in already, but that is a good looking knife. Look at that G10. That came out really nice, guys. This is gorgeous. Here's your compression lock like so. And that's the little piece that kind of hits you, but that's okay. I don't hate it. It's not a problem for me. And I kind of generally shut it like that until it breaks in, and then it's drop shutty. I've always really liked the Spidey clips a lot, as is. A lot of people put aftermarket stuff on this. You can customize the hell out of these, by the way. That's also a nice feature, that you can customize them. You can put different scales, different clips, all sorts of fun stuff. You know, this could be a project knife for you. It would get pretty expensive by the end, but imagine how much you'd love it. It would be only yours and very unique. That being said, in its factory configuration, this is a beast. This is a really nice knife. It is extremely comfortable in the hand. I could see this handling some really hard use. I don't think that you would need to turn this into a safe queen. I think that this could be a and definitely a user. Nice thick stock on the steel here. This is a really nice knife. It's funny, it took me a long time to get around to looking at one of these. Mainly because when I went to the Spyderco factory, everybody was like snooty and in a bad mood. So I didn't want to bother them by asking them to look at a bunch of stuff. They looked like they were all cranky. That happened twice. I went up there twice to Golden. It's actually a really far drive for me now. And they were cranky both times, and I just figured, That and the prices are higher at the factory. I don't know if you know that. You'll spend more at the factory than you will online. I asked them about it, and they said that's how it is. Oh, okay. But it doesn't mean I hate Spyderco just because people were cranky when I went to the factory. And as you guys know, my everyday carry is an Endura 4 in the K390 steel. Actually, Rit dyed this black for work. I carry this at work. And this is my favoriteest EDC knife of all time is the Endura 4. Everybody tells me to check out the Endella, and it's like, well, why? I really love the Endura. I don't want to go any shorter on the blade length. That's why I have the Wave, because the Wave actually takes out some of the functionality. But I have this to press against, and this is out on its way out of my pocket, which I really appreciate. I don't mind the backlock at all, and it's just this knife I've been carrying an Endura for many, many, many years, so even if everybody was snooty at the factory or whatever, the fact that I've carried an Endura for a million years speaks for itself. You know, I love the product, and I'm fine with the price of the K390 steel. Now the Shaman's a different animal, it's a bit pricier, but it also feels a lot more refined than just like your standard PM2. And the PM2, a lot of people complain that it has a kind of a delicate tip. This one does not. I mean, this thickness, you know, it tapers down as we get to the tip here, but it's still pretty thick at the tip. I don't know if this is going to show up. Let me show. This camera's not going to comply. But that being said, here, camera, comply. There we go. But that being said, this tip is a lot more durable than a one on a PM2, for sure. This could handle a lot more. It's just a high flat grind. I really like the finger choil with the jimping here. This is extremely comfortable to choke up on. You could get some work done. I can feel my thumb wanting to push through this cut. It's actually really nice. And I made a joke about the Steven Seagal reverse grip. This is extremely comfy in the reverse grip. You reverse grip guys should rejoice because this is your comfy hold here. This is great. And my finger kind of goes on the clip there. My thumb wraps around here. This is solid for your tater business. Now, that being said, you're going to need a second to get this sucker out. Pop her out of the pocket, Spidey flick, you're good to go. And then you can get in your tater grip. And there you go. So you got a few steps. Assuming you had time to do all that, this would be a formidable implement, if you ask me. But for your EDC stuff, I can't picture a better knife. I would use this for everything. I would use this for opening boxes. I would use this for food prep. I would use this for anything you use a knife for. This knife can probably flex into that role. So as far as Spyderco's lineup, this feels like one of the more durable and solid blades that they offer. Just handling it, tabletop. And a lot of you guys have been asking me like, hey, we want to see like hard use testing and stuff. Guys, I got to send these back. I can't afford to buy a knife every week just to show you hard use testing. Plus, picture what that entails. Generally speaking, I got to go outside and or travel to get to the woods. Set up cameras out there. Get some sort of like clippable mic. You know, right now I have like the mic I set up. Like this is what's easy for me. I have a job, guys. I'm busy. You know what I mean? Maybe in the future, if enough of you sign up on Subscribestar and or subscribe to the channel and I'm making enough per month, hell yeah. I'll buy a knife every month. I'll thump on it and then I'll give it away to one of you guys. But I got to be making a considerable sum of money monthly in order for me to even consider that. So before you request something kind of silly, try to picture what goes into it. And those other channels that do that stuff, they either have the money or they're just cool with investing. I'm not investing in this channel at all. I mean, I invest my time. That's what you get. So we do tabletop around here and I can give you my impressions just from handling something. Consider this channel like a step above just drooling over the online stores. You know, where you see the picture of the knife, you read the description, and then you make a purchasing decision. Well, this is a step above that. You can see me handle the knife. You can hear my thoughts on handling the knife, what I would use it for, what I'm impressed by, what I don't like, what may or may not work well functionality-wise. This is definitely more of a data point than just drooling online. So I know this channel helps you out. As far as like the next set of data points, thumping on it, testing it in the woods, whatever, all that stuff, well, that costs money. That's going to cost money. So maybe down the road when we're doing a little better, I'll switch to that style of video. But also, I really like that I can just sit down and knock out like 2 or 3 of these in a night, and it really helps me keep the channel going. So consider this your data point, and I hope it helps you with your purchasing decisions. If you need durability testing, I'm sure it's elsewhere on YouTube. So you can use this in conjunction with that to decide. But I'm telling you, the Shaman is both not as big as I thought it was, and also really sturdy. And the blade drops down more than I pictured, you know? I just thought it was the classic Spyderco leaf shape. Not so much. It drops down, which actually lends to a lot of strength in the tip. So I can tell all that from a tabletop, and I've handled enough knives to know that if you had the 250 laying around and you were kind of thinking about buying this, well, that means that the design connects with you. And holding the knife, I'm very impressed with the quality. As always, Spyderco makes really good stuff. Nothing new there, but I do hope that my insights have helped you guys figure out if you want to buy this, right? So let me know in the comments what you think of the Spyderco Shaman. Your feedback is actually part of the equation of the channel. And, consider signing up on Subscribestar if you want to buy a sheath. dragonscalejoe@gmail.com. I'll send you a quote. You mail me the knife. I mail you back the knife and sheath. So that's it for me. I appreciate you guys tuning in as always, and we'll see you next time on 5 Minute Knives.